I'm really excited because this week I have finally found the time to set aside to write a course based on my favorite book of all time, this thing called You by Ernest Holmes. And this book is just such a great manual for how life works, how our relationship with our higher power works, how the creative process works. And he starts the book by saying, You, like all others, are seeking the joy of living. You wish to be needed, to be loved, to be included in the great drama of life. This urge is in every individual, it's in everything. And he goes on to say, create or perish is the eternal mandate of nature. Or for human beings, it can be read by like, be constructive or become frustrated. And, I've really been focusing on that. This last Sunday, we had our first uh, retreat here where we really envisioned a new path for our lives. And it was the most wonderful experience for me to be able to bring all the aspects that I love, all the things that I feel strong about and passionate about. I got to cook for them, so we had wonderful food. We spent this beautiful day of breath where there was some teaching and then some time alone and then some teaching and then we did some group things and we had lunch and it was just this really wonderful pace that felt nurturing and inspiring at the same time. And I think that we all have this urge to be something, to do more. And it's like that plant, the seed breaking the shell and bursting through the soil because it's full of life. It's full of God's energy, this living matter that we are. So, I invite you this week to kind of think about your passion for being what it is in your life and to kind of imagine what is calling you. What is the next step for you? What is the next phase in your life? We all go through these changes and we can easily miss them and just stay in the same cycle. I go to work and then I come home and we eat this for dinner and then I watch TV or the same pattern without taking the time aside to really be conscious of what we're creating. So I invite you this week to kind of think about, get in touch with that inner voice of what is really calling you and calling into being through you. You are unique. In all the history of the planet, there has never been another you, and there never will be. Your talents, your interests, um, your experience, all the things that made you you, that third grade teacher who said, wow, you could be a poet. And so now you have a love of poetry. All of those things make who you are. And how can you make your imprint or your soul print on the earth? What is your next step in life? We're not done if we're breathing. So, what is calling you? What is the next thing? Create or perish. Be constructive or become frustrated. So, if you're feeling frustrated, I invite you to kind of to sit with the idea of what's next for you. Blessings.